Hi, everyone. My name is Ali Rose, and I am a licensed mental health therapist and coach, and I have a private practice here in Kennett Square. But actually, my first job out of college about 14 years ago was at the garage, and I worked at the Kennett Garage before the West Grove Garage was even in existence. So I've been a longtime supporter, and I know that it is an amazing place, and it will always have a special place in my heart. So I'm super excited to be here sharing some different ways that you can take care of yourself and manage your mental and emotional health during this time. So for today, I want to talk about the power of choosing what you focus on. So one of my favorite things is what you focus on grows. And so if you choose to focus on and look for negativity, you will find it. And if you choose to focus on and look for positive things, you will find those things too. And that is really where our power lies, is in what we choose to focus on. That doesn't mean that bad things go away if we choose to focus on positive things, or that there aren't positive things if we're focusing on negative things. It just means that our power is in that choice of what we're focusing on. So there's a lot of things right now that are out of our control. And so when you spend too much time focusing on what's out of your control, you can really spin into anxious thinking and frustration. So like I was saying, you're human. So inevitably thoughts about things that are out of your control will pop into your mind. But it's what you do with those thoughts that matter. So you have more power over your thoughts than what you think. So I just want to share an exercise that I actually have been sharing with a lot of my clients over the past few weeks. So in this exercise, you'll need to get a piece of paper or keep a notebook that you next to you or just readily available to you during the day. And on one side at the top, write things that I can control. And then on the other side, or on a different piece of paper, write things that I cannot control. And so during the day, when you notice any anxious thoughts coming up, I want you to take note of whether or not it's something that you can control or something that you can't. And then I want you to write it down accordingly on either list. And so then what I want you to do is I want you to keep the paper with the things that you can control, either turn face up or on top of the other one. Or even at the end of the day, you can take the piece of paper with the things that are out of your control and you can kind of just like throw it away. And so this is really helpful because it allows you to get distance from your thoughts. They won't just be spiraling around in your mind, and it'll help you feel more empowered as you focus on those things that you actually have control over. So you could also do this on your phone, and I would just encourage you to keep two separate lists in the notes section of your phone, and then maybe deleting the one of the things that you can't control at the end of each day. So one of the last area that I want to talk about in terms of what you're focusing on is social media. So there's a lot, I mean, social media is great. It's a way to stay connected to people, and that's especially important during this time. But there's a lot of information that gets thrown at you on social media. So I would just encourage you to choose to listen to and focus on people who you trust and credible news sources, such as the World Health Organization, the CDC, your local government, maybe what garage staff are saying, or your school. There's people at the school that you or they're putting out information. So there's so much information out there, and not all of it is true. So it's important to just choose to focus on sources that you trust. So if you do choose to spend time on social media, I would just encourage you to set a limit on how long you'll spend there so that you can give yourself an intentional break, maybe an hour or two where you're not looking at your phone, you're not looking at screens, you're not on social media, and kind of taking all of that information in. And then when you do go on social media, I would really encourage you to give yourself permission to take a time out, snooze or unfriend or unfollow anyone who's overly negative, or anyone who's fear-mongering, or anyone who you notice brings up an anxious response within you. So those are the things that I wanted to share with you today. I hope that you will take some time today or this weekend to really think about how you can use these practices to better manage your mental and emotional health during this time of uncertainty. And I hope that wherever you are in this world, that you are staying safe and that you are staying healthy. Thanks so much. Take care, guys.